Well, welcome back to my channel. My name's Mare, and I have some explaining to do. Welcome to another episode of the Mareathon. Friends, it feels so good to say that. Life's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Lace up and subscribe to my channel today. I promise, I don't normally take 3 weeks off. In fact, I don't think I've ever taken this long off. Honestly, this was totally unexpected, and rather than just starting with a regular vlog, I thought I would sit down and explain to you where I've been, what's been going on, and also share some things that I learned in this unexpected 3 weeks. So I am vlogging today. That'll be up tomorrow, but here we are. We're just sitting as we always used to in my living room. And okay, so where have I been? Why have I not uploaded in forever? Today is November 19th, and I'm gonna upload this today as well. I haven't filmed since before Halloween. That is bananas to me. It was not the plan at all. So the last video I posted, in it I probably said like, hey, I'm about to take a break, but I had planned to take 1 week off. So nearing the end of October, I started to get really overwhelmed and I just needed a break. I was anticipating my mom leaving. She leaves for 5 months every winter, which is really hard. When she's gone, it's okay. It's just the like anticipation. I mean, obviously I miss her. I wish she was here. I love seeing her every single week, but you know, it is what it is. So that was really hard, and I think it was the culmination of a lot of things. Summer was great but super busy. Then September was back to school. I had a team change with Thomas. There's a lot more going on at home with his autism therapy. Then I was a bridesmaid. I traveled for that. Just a lot of work, and it culminated in me needing to take a week off. So took a week off from the radio station, and I said I'm not gonna vlog for a week, and then I was like, haha, of course I will, but I didn't. And honestly, like, not once did I ever really think to pick up the camera in that week because I just needed a break. I still ran my business. That feels so long ago, I don't even really remember what I did, and that was the plan. But then I got sick. I was like, my body was like, oh, girl, you want to rest now? Good for you. Well, bam, we're gonna get you sick. So the next weekend, I lost my voice, and I had to take another week off from the radio station, and I literally could not film because I had no voice. I sounded like I was on The Godfather, but I also like reminded me of like The Little Mermaid when she loses her voice. There was no prince coming to give me my voice back. Anyway, so I was sick for a week, and Thomas had like a cold. It was fine. He was still going to school, and I messaged my bosses at the radio station every day. I was like, I don't have a voice. I literally can't come in. And then at the end of the week, I was like, yes, I'll be back on Monday. Like, here we go. And then that Friday, Thomas started coughing. Saturday, we had to go to the walk-in because he wouldn't eat. Then Sunday, he still wouldn't eat. Monday, I got hit with it. We got the worst flu I've ever had. I don't ever remember being that sick in my entire life. Like, there was nothing that I could do that could even relieve us. It was so awful. So I went to the walk-in. They thought it was the stomach flu, but it wasn't really. It was just a really bad, like, cold flu where you're hot, then you're freezing, and you have no appetite. Like, I am not gonna be able to drink tea for a while now, I swear. It was super hard because Thomas wasn't eating, and he's nonverbal, so there's no way for him to tell me like, this is why I'm not eating. This is like what's going on. Like, I just have to guess, and it's really hard. And he multiple times was just like, seriously, like said to me like, all done. And it was so heartbreaking to be like, buddy, I know you're all done being sick, so am I, but there's like literally nothing we can do about it. It was just rest and liquids. And then I got it. So we were quarantined from Saturday until the following Friday. We went to the grocery store once. and that was just because we needed toilet paper. On the Sunday night, we had to go to the Merge because Thomas fell down the stairs, and that was really scary. He was totally fine, but again, because he's nonverbal and he was so upset and in so much pain, I was like, did you just break your tailbone? Like, so we went to a Merge and we sat there and he was fine, but still. Anyway, so it's been a week. I tried to take him back to school last Friday and he lasted an hour and a half before I had to go pick him up, which was hard because I needed a break myself. I did get some respite. I had a woman do some respite for me on Friday and yesterday, which was Sunday. I had a few hours. But like every night I was putting Thomas to bed and I was going straight to bed. We were both thankfully sleeping through the night except for coughing fits. Honestly, it's been a time. So he's back at school today. It's 1:30, I think, yeah, and he's still at school, so that is promising. I went and did my radio show today, so that's exciting. We're on the mend. I know I still don't sound 100%, but trust me, this is way better. I think, honestly, this is just me being so hoarse from coughing so much and recovering from losing my voice. So, that's where we've been. That's why there's been no vlogging. I only went on Insta stories a couple times just to be like, hey, this is what's going on. Sorry. I even had to cancel last week's Mareathon or Monday Facebook Live in the group because there was just no way. And here we are. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone who's been patient. Never once did I get a comment that was like, why aren't you filming? Like, why aren't you uploading? Why are you such a slacker? So I really appreciate that. Because a few times before where I've taken a few days off, I definitely get those comments. So I really wanted to say thank you for understanding. And I am not a good sick person. I am not good at resting. This was a real struggle for me, like a real struggle bus. People kept saying like, oh, can't you just look at it as rest? And I'm like, no, it's not like, oh, hurrah, I get to watch Netflix. Like, maybe if I didn't have a 6-7-year-old too. If Thomas had been in school, it would have been so much easier. But he wasn't. So, yeah, I thought I would share some things I learned. I'm not a good sick person, and this was a very, like, difficult thing for me because I don't like to not be doing stuff, and I really struggle with guilt of taking time off of work. And I felt so bad how many times I had to call in sick to the radio station and someone had to cover for me. And like, that was self-inflicted. They didn't care. They were like, okay, feel better. Like, let us know when you're back. They were so great about it and so gracious, and no one gave me a hard time. It was all me. So I really had to like unpack that and not feel guilty, and like it wasn't like I was faking it or taking a sick day, but I was like off gallivanting. No. Thomas would ask for a car ride and I had to say no because I couldn't even get off the couch. Like that was something that was really interesting to me, was feeling bad for feeling sick and feeling like an inconvenience to other people. I also didn't want to let you down and not film. I was still active in the Facebook group, but that was pretty much it. And like I said, no one cared. Like, everyone was super nice about it. So that was something that I definitely had to like wrestle with and be kinder to myself for sure. Because literally the only thing that helped was rest. And like one day I watched a whole season of Schitt's Creek. I rewatched both seasons of Queer Eye, So Much Ellen on YouTube. I watched Dirty 30. I watched Eat, Pray, Love. So much Friends. Like, to me, I just wanted that comfort food TV, you know, like the stuff that just makes you feel good. Yeah, so I like barely worked even, like doing stuff for my clients was super difficult. So that was a real struggle, and I had to figure out why and like let it go. There was a lot of letting go and being kind to myself this week. I also had to ask for help. Like I would order groceries, but then someone would have to bring them to my house. Or like one day I ordered a Starbucks on the app and a friend brought it to me. Someone else brought me like soup and groceries a couple times. So super thankful to my friends who checked in and who helped me. Cause like we literally could not be out in public. We were so contagious, and I will not be that person. So thank you to my girlfriends who helped for sure. And even just like my aunt texting me all the time was really nice, just to feel like, you know, someone was checking in and someone was concerned. That was really nice. But even in taking that first week off, I realized that I needed to take my own advice and have that self-care piece that I'm always saying to you, like self-care isn't selfish. You should take some time off. You should, you know, listen to yourself. And so I really took my own advice and was able to enjoy it. Like before I got sick, I got some great stuff done around the house and some purging and some like a lot of baths and yoga, and it's just really good. So that was good for me. And I am someone who hates being negative. So something I really struggled with in the last couple of weeks was every time someone texted asking me how I was, having to say crappy. Like I don't like being a Debbie Downer. I don't like being negative. But there was a good week where it was like, yeah, things are really hard. Things are really hard. And so that was a struggle for me. And so then I found it a struggle to not get down. And I did for sure. There was a lot of crying, like just a lot of like feeling really lonely. This was the first time I've ever been that sick. And then also this was the first time that Thomas and I had been sick together since I've been single. And that was really hard. Not having someone to take care of us was a whole new level of like him and I banding together and me just having to get it done. Like, you have no choice here, girl. You have to, you know, do whatever it takes kind of thing. So I struggled with not getting down, and I did for sure. But then like yesterday I took some time and I journaled, which I found really helpful. I journaled the day before as well. Before that I was just too sick too. But like remembering that it was temporary, that I was gonna get better, and that, you know, it was so ironic to me that my word for this year was health, and like it was like the sickest I've ever been. I was like, this is for a reason for sure. So trying to like figure that out. Yeah, so I think that was all I was going to talk about. So we are on the mend, and that's where we've been, and that's what I've learned. And now we'll be back to regularly scheduled vlogging. What's exciting is I did spend some time before I got hit with being sick with brainstorming some fun new additions for Vlogmas for this year. So stay tuned for those. If you aren't already, please subscribe, lace up, become a marathoner, and remember that life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. I'm gonna go stop talking now for a while, but we're back, and it feels good to be. And if you have to take a sick day, don't beat yourself up about it. Learn from me. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.